Welcome, everybody. Thank you for coming. This week I'll be running it for Anthea on her behalf, so bear with me. We start, as always, by sending out love and gratitude to our I Am Presence and all the life that serves us.
Let's take some slow, deep breaths to get into that peaceful, receptive state. So we breathe in slowly and deeply. We hold our breath. We breathe out. And then we hold our breath. Let's do that for a few more breaths. Now let's listen for our heartbeat. Our heartbeat, which is a pulse of light coming down through the silver cord from our mighty I Am Presence, anchoring in our heart, giving us life. Let's just see and feel and bless that heartbeat. That heartbeat that anchors into that beautiful threefold flame, which is the anchorage of our mighty I Am Presence within our physical bodies. Let's just connect with that beautiful flame as we sit in that expanded golden flame in the center, golden yellow flame of wisdom and illumination, perception and discrimination. We see our bodies in this beautiful, dazzling golden flame. To the right, we can see the pink flame, that glorious, dazzling pink flame of pure divine love. And then we see to the left of us that beautiful, expanded flame, that sapphire blue, bringing into us the feeling of the will, the power, the faith and the protection from our mighty I Am Presence. See and feel and bless this glorious light. Let's take our awareness now up through the top of our head, through the silver cord, to our mighty beloved I Am Presence. Let's see this glorious, all-powerful, all-knowing, all-loving presence smiling down on us. Our wonderful presence of God, I Am. And now we see in the center of our chest a beautiful golden sun forming, dazzling and brilliant like the noonday sun. The beautiful focus of light from our I Am Presence. Open our hearts and send love and gratitude to our mighty I Am Presence for beating our heart and giving us life. And now we see those rays from our beautiful sun in the center of our chest, dazzling and brilliant, billions and billions of rays, going forth and connecting up with each and every miniature sun in all the cells of our bodies, our four earthly bodies, all those little inner wakas receiving this expanded light. Let's feel the joy, the happiness, and the gratitude of each and every little inner waka of our four earthly bodies. Sense and see and feel that wonderful light saturating our earthly bodies. And now let's just fill our feelings with a feeling of love and gratitude. And let's call to the beloved Ascended Masters Beloved Ascended Master David Lloyd, the great God of gratitude, to fill us, each one and all mankind, with this feeling, that light substance from the Ascended Master realm of gratitude and love. We see our beautiful suns turning a deep shade of pink with a golden radiance. Gratitude and love for all our many, many blessings. Gratitude and love to the great Ascended Hosts for these marvelous teachings. Gratitude and love for all our loved ones and our friends. Gratitude and love for our homes and our supply. Gratitude and love for all the many, many blessings that we receive daily on our earthly journeys. Gratitude to the great and beloved elemental kingdom, animate and so-called inanimate, the beauty and bounty of nature. God bless, love and thank them, each and every precious one. Gratitude to the beloved angels, and gratitude to all life on our beloved earth. And now we see these rays in this wonderful expanded state, forming a lattice of light, dazzling and brilliant. We see our entire earth folded in this glorious pink and golden light, saturating every part of life on our beloved earth, especially those parts of life that are never loved or thanked, with this wonderful gift, our opportunity of sending love, light, and gratitude to all life. And we just give deep, deep thanks for this.
Our opening invocation, beloved Delia, would you read for us?
Good evening, John, everybody. Good day, I should say. The opening invocation. Beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Kathumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you. From beloved Saint Germain.
Thank you, beloved Delia. Well read. Itinerary for this week. Gary will read for us the last chapter of The Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray Queen. So Godfrey Ray King, a continuation of our readings. We'll watch a video, Karma Waits Redemption by the beloved Margaret Chauhan. As Anthea says, we can never be reminded too often. Terry will be doing Serving with the Angelic Kingdom, with an excerpt from the Angelic Kingdom. Myself, in fact, that recording, that reading from Terry's will be recording, which she's done so graciously for us. Thank you very much, Terry. And then I will do a Friendship from the Gods and Jim from Beloved Michael and Beloved Lady Venus. And then we'll go through our decrees. So without further ado,
Chapter 11, the last chapter of The Magic Presence by Godfrey Ray King. The true messenger of divine service, twin rays in action. The meeting adjourned, and we were presented individually to many of the members. We had been enjoying the social activities for some few moments when I noticed that Rex was laboring under the strain of some intense excitement. He watched one of the members closely for some time and then went quickly and boldly up to our host. He informed him that there was a spy in the room and pointed out the individual. For an instant it seemed as if the power within the chief would crush him, but Rex was clothed in a divine dignity that never flinched. "That is a grave charge," said the chief. "It will require proof." At that moment the man in question came up to Pearl and realized instantly that he was being watched. He reached into the folds of his robe and drew something forth and raised it to his mouth. Pearl seized it as quick as a flash, and Bob, who stood nearby, with one leap pinned the man's hands behind him in a grasp of steel. "Search him," said Pearl, as our host stepped forward, and Rex, without waiting for authority from anyone, went through the spy's clothing like lightning. He found all the proof they needed of his activities as a spy. As the chief came forward and saw the names on the papers Rex handed him, he was surprised indeed, for the spy, who was an educated Afghan, had been sent into India by the government that breeds only destruction, and had ferreted his way into the outer banks of this council to obtain information which they had been using against them. At a signal, one of the brothers stepped forward and led the spy from the room. "Brother Rex," said our host with a gracious smile, "you have served the cause of light well and rendered our brotherhood a blessing of tremendous import. There has been a leak in some of our activities recently. Tell me, how did you become aware of his operations? He has been deceiving us very cleverly." "My attention," replied Rex, "was drawn to him by the inner power of my I Am presence, and as I watched his eyes, I knew he was practicing some kind of deception. It all happened so quickly I hardly knew in the outer activity of my mind what was occurring. If it had not been for Pearl, my twin ray, we would have been too late. Outwardly, you three may not have known what it was all about, but the mighty presence of I Am has acted with unerring decision. You see, beloved ones, how the twin rays can act with the speed of lightning in perfect unison when the great inner presence is allowed to have full control. My sister and brother," he continued, as he extended his left hand to Pearl and the right to Rex, "you have been able to do splendid work for the mighty I Am presence, the great white brotherhood, and humanity. I bless you for that service." "What is to be done with the spy?" asked Pearl. "The man knows what he must do," replied the chief. "Let us forget it ever happened. We shall always remember your service to the brotherhood." By this time, most of the guests had left, so we bade our host goodbye, for we were leaving Darjeeling in the morning. We did not stop again at Calcutta, but went directly through to Benares, the sacred city of Hindus, and one of the oldest cities in India. As our private coach drew into the railway station, we became keenly aware of a sincere devotion in the very atmosphere of the place.
Thank you, beloved Gary, for that wonderful reading. Now we're going to watch a video on Karma Awaits Redemption.
This is an excerpt from Electrons and the Elemental Kingdom, compiled from the Bridge to Freedom material by Werner Schroeder. Karma awaits its transmutation by the beloved Mahachohan. As there is provided for every life intelligence belonging to our universe 100,000 times more electronic substance than such a one could possibly invoke and transform, there is no possibility of the response of the universal light being limited when the magnetic invocative powers of consciousness go into motion in the fourth dimension. You will see then that in the course of the several million years during which man's consciousness has been functioning, how very much of the universal light clothed in garments of each one's making awaits redemption in the world of form, and it points to the necessity and responsibility of each individual to continually devote conscious application to the purifying, freedom, resurrection, and ascension of each such electronic particle, which through the doors of his thought and feeling left the realm of innocence, and remains as a blanket of imperfect vibration which circles this recalcitrant star. Even with all the grants and dispensations which have been given to the Chela, removing much of the misqualified energy he has sent forth through the ages, he must be ever alert, for he never knows when some untransmuted karma will be placed on his path for redemption. When the Chela wonders why he does not have manifest some particular good which he has been calling for, let him remember that there is some obstacle in his life stream which he has created of his own free will, which requires transmutation. Let us turn our attention to the great reservoir of universal light. This mighty fount is unformed, just like containers filled with gold or bolts or cloth. The individual I Am presence of each life stream draws the unformed at will, for God will never deny the presence of any life stream. As soon as the energy is accepted by the individual presence, the responsibility of what is to be done with that energy is vested in the life stream, and that unformed energy is marked with the stamp, the electronic pattern of that one's individual identity, just as a trademark is placed on worldly goods. Every presence has a different pattern, so as to cause no confusion with the inner records of the universal law, and of all the souls belonging to the human race, no two are alike. The energy drawn from the universal, which, mind you, is a voluntary thing, is stamped with your pattern. It then comes down into the use of the human personality, who dispenses that energy freely in thought, word, and feeling. The personal self does not see that energy, nor the mark of ownership upon it, and feels that it can send that forth indiscriminately, without rendering an account thereof. However, every thought form, every feeling form, every activity of the outer self carries that stamp which undeniably identifies the energy with the person who drew it forth, qualified it, and expanded it. This moves in a circle and returns to its source for redemption, bringing with it more of its kind. If it went forth for a good purpose and harmoniously, it brings back its like, and vice versa. Blessed is the individual who sends forth his energy qualified with good, for on the return current shall his world be filled with the gifts which are of heaven's realms.
Seems that every time we watch, read, or listen to these videos or lessons or excerpts, you hear some part of the message that applies directly to your here and now. So unbelievably powerful. Now, thank you, beloved Terry. We'll listen to the readings.
Serving the Angelic Kingdom. Beloved Michael speaks. Hail, O Father of light and life eternal. I stand on the planet Earth among the spirits whom I vowed to bring home. Hail, thou eternal Mother, the hem of whose garment I kissed before I left the celestial light of thy radiant presence, and to whom I promised I should not return home until every spirit spark born out of thine own bosom engendered by thy light and destined to immortality, should be God-free. Tonight I hold within the compass of my aura a mighty throbbing city. Millions and millions of sleeping souls stir in their sleep this night, and they shall awaken, for they are my own. I am here because among those who dwell in this shadowland are some who have remembered the light, some who have believed that angels and devas and masters have reality, and because the door has been opened through free will to my presence. O almighty parents of this universe, in thy name I make the supplication for the redemption of these sin-ridden souls of men. Through the free energies voluntarily poured forth on the living altar of life by these, the guardian spirits, grant thou these souls release. I invoke from the sun behind the sun dispensations that have never been known. I, Michael, invoke light from the sun behind the sun. My voice shall not be silent. My presence shall not cease to stand within the shadow while there remains yet one enmeshed. Enough. It is enough. I am life speaking. I am that life, self-consciously and intelligently dedicated to the preservation of the spiritual destiny of every soul who cheerfully and joyously left the bosom of the eternal and come into form. It is my reason for being. Why else should I receive of the ceaseless flow of the universal God electronic substance unless I serve and set life free? I speak through the very energy dedicated, consecrated, molded and sustained by unascended beings, and those energies are part of the mental, the feeling world, the actual physical structure, and the etheric consciousness of every man, woman, and child belonging to this evolution, incarnate and discarnate. Enough. Light, perfection, and God's way shall manifest. While there are among the souls of men, bound yet by karma and limitations, those of you who are willing to qualify life constructively, there is hope for redemption for every electron clothed and qualified with impurity that is yet a part of the breathing and living body of God Himself. I love you. I came from the heart of the eternal, dedicated to watching over the expansion of your soul light, the development of your spiritual maturity, until the final hour when, in dignity and God mastery, you stand revealed, a royal prince or princess in the house of the celestial King. I live for that day. I am your friend, fierce, true, in my determination that you linger no longer in the shadows of the centuries, in a limiting consciousness builded out of your dreams. Yet I am gentle as a mother in the development, the fanning of your light, the tiniest spark of faith, the smallest breath of hope, the most feeble prayer. O God, how I love any tiny flickering ember from whence my love might fan again the flame of enthusiasm and love of God to set life free. To you, O beloved liberty, silent watcher of this city, to you who have covered your celestial eyes so that you need not look upon inequity, to you whose shining pinions have been folded long about you, as in self-chosen exile you stand, your radiation alone keeping the souls in this metropolis from the second death. O liberty, I bring you news from home. I bring you love from God the Father. I bring you a crown woven out of the garlands of the flame flowers of the sun by the hands of your own mother, and place it upon your brow. Would that these children might know your watchful, constant care. How often have you breathed hope into their hearts in the night when, seemingly alone in the confines of their solitary chambers, there was despondency. By how many bedsides have you stood in how many brothels? O Liberty, daughter of heaven, I bring you love from home. I bring you courage. You shall return. One day from among these very people there shall arise one who shall stand guardian over the new city that will rise in great perfection where New York City now stands, and into my own arms, O child of the Father, shall I take you. May mankind someday know what the angels, the silent watchers, the devas have done in their conducting of the radiation of heaven through the lower atmosphere of earth, making the very physical breath breathed into the nostrils life-giving rather than filled with the actual poison which would destroy the physical form. O shining devas of the cathedrals, blessed watchers of the churches, O glorious angels standing over the missions in the Bowery and Chinatown, I love you. I bring you the love of home. O ministering angels over the great institutions, you who are cognizant that the 7 archangels are in the atmosphere of this city tonight, I bring you courage. Alive within your city are people who know of you, people who love you, people who will one day walk through those hospitals and institutions and, connecting with the vibratory action of your vital selves, externalize healings, balance, purity, freedom, and peace. No longer shall those grails you carry, filled with the elixir within which is the actual substance of miraculous healing and renewal, remain unused. Great and mighty devas, angels, powers, every silent watcher in this city, invert those cups this night. Let that substance flow. Let that substance flow and free imprisoned life. O God, children of earth, you live in the midst of a kingdom inhabited by beings of perfection, voluntary exiles from the glory of the celestial court. Remember them as you walk your streets, visit your sick, pass through your churches. Acknowledge those silent ones above, those mighty devas whose ministrations have saved the mankind of earth from mass insanity. I challenge you to do it. They have names and feelings and purpose. They have love and hope just as you have. They have stood many centuries, in this country perhaps not so long, but in Europe for thousands of years, in Asia for hundreds of thousands, and their gifts are, what? Qualified life. Now it is all very well to speak cosmically, you say, but let us take the simple explanation which enables you to live better. What do the devas hold? What does liberty hold? What do I radiate and bring? Qualified life, that is all. Through free will, second by second, minute by minute, hour by hour, year by year, century by century, it is builded into a heritage that is beneficial for the race. What do you offer life? Each one of you has lived almost as long as I. You came out of the same eternal Father, Mother, God, have had the same free will and choice, the same intelligence, and exactly the same light. Think upon it. Your Master Jesus has said, "It were wise that you lay up your stores in heaven." He meant to lay up within the glory of your own causal body momentums of good that can be used and utilized from time to time beneficially to bless life. You have lots of momentums of irritation, depression, etc. I shall not make you uncomfortable. I just wish to give you examples, for homely examples drive truth home better than spiritual aphorisms. Now I hear often, even in this room tonight, life streams say, "Oh, that is all very well for Lord Michael, or Jesus, or some other great power, But what could I do, limited as I am, in poor health, perhaps half a lifespan spent? You can qualify life. You cannot stop qualifying life and have being. Beloved ones, think this through in practical terms. We have come to reach your consciousness, not for amusement. We have come to teach you the simple law that life is qualified by thought and feeling. Thought does very little. Feeling is a dynamo, and the meekest and mildest soul, when fired by self-justification, qualifies feeling with a power which meets my own. It is marvelous. It is a gift of God that you can qualify life. You have built momentums, as I said. Some of them are shadows. But you have also built beautiful momentums, momentums of faith, the faith that stands in the face of almost insurmountable odds, that stands in the face of reason, faith that stands in the face of human appearances. As Job said, even though God himself should slay me, yet would I believe. You have built momentums of great wealth and beauty and refinement. You have built momentums of healing and teaching, each of bringing a different heritage to the heart and throne of Sanat Kumara and offering it as your gift to life. It is a magnificent sight. I have never seen the like of it since this planet Earth took on the discord and disharmonies which bind it round. Within the causal body of the seemingly limited life streams who are among you are tremendous momentums upon which the hierarchy count for the salvation of the planet. To be continued.
Such powerful messages. Beloved Anthea always stresses the feeling when doing our decrees and when calling upon the masters. And when you read this text, you get that feeling that feeling is the engine that drives everything that we do. And what stands out for me as well is that we are beings of free will. What is it that you will do with that free will? Now I'm going to read from the gems for this week. Archangel Michael speaks. Children of light, I bring you my virtue of faith to bless your here. You say you have faith, but this divine virtue is still very fluctuating in your emotional world, as it is easily shaken by any negative event that crosses your path. Know that true faith is a feeling of unshakable trust in God and his messengers of light, from the octave of the ascended masters, angels, and Elohim. When you truly magnetize this virtue in your hearts, even if something unpleasant happens to you, you will never feel alone and you will never doubt the invincible power of God. Remember that there is no other power and intelligence ruling this world but the I Am Presence. This is the supreme power, and when it commands something, the entire universe bows to its will. This supreme intelligence is anchored in your threefold flame, and when you trust it without wavering in the face of external world appearances, you will become completely indifferent to every human creation. Powerful indeed. Now we say our decree to help our brothers and sisters caught in the psychic and astral realms. We say together, beloved presence of God, I am in me. Beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream, including that in my causal body, be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. that all the souls who dwell in those realms be drawn into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so that when they are summoned for re-embodiment by the laws of karma, they bring into incarnation only a heritage of perfection and carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We accept this done now with full cosmic power. So be it, beloved I am. We thank you. Now, Anthea found us a nice little video. It's a very short little one, but love that the elemental kingdom has for us as humans.
Как кошечка.
How sweet. Now we do our decree for the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. Beloved I am presence of all mankind, charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all and bring comfort to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life until all is set free and their divine plan is fulfilled. We so decreed, and so be it, in God's most holy name, I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Now we read from Beloved Lady Venus, from the Friendship of the Gods, Bridge to Spiritual Freedom. Beloved Lady Venus, Goddess of Beauty, divine complement of beloved Sanat Kumara, hierarch of the planet Venus. Activity is the crystal ray of beauty. All so-called matter in the physical appearance world is simply energy and has intelligence within it. The substance which composes the actual physical chairs, tables, etc., which you use has intelligent life or light within it. The electron in every atom of which it is made. This intelligent life or intelligent light within will respond to the direction given it by the consciousness of the life stream, which has within its beating heart focus of the creative threefold flame. Therefore, to draw about you greater beauty and perfection, which you desire, and which is not now manifest, is simply a matter of your speaking directly to the light center in every cell and atom of the substance around you. Always, however, speaking in the name and authority of the creative Lord, I am. Before so doing, however, still the outer self for just a moment or two, and realizing your oneness with that creative word and power of manifestation, I am, which is God's own name, Exodus 3 verse 14, and your own life, and command the substance of this physical world to yield to you the beauty which expresses the divine plan. The desire for beauty is really innate within all life, for it is one of the greatest qualities of Godhead, and therefore man's natural estate, since all life is one, no matter when or how it is expressing. We shall continue this next week. Our beloved Anthea has selected a song first, Deep in My Heart. now we come to the decree portion of our session today. Our decrees for the world. Mighty I am presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings in great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again. Raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our cube of light protection. Beloved mighty I am presence, beloved Archangel Michael and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed. And what we ask for ourselves, we ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. Now we take a moment to see and visualize that mighty pillar of light, that brilliant blue and crystal light surrounding each and every one of us. 9 feet high, 3 feet each side of us, stronger than any steel. See now Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming an impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. All of those standing up for truth, justice, and freedom. God bless, direct, and perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. Our violet flame decrees. Mighty I am presence, beloved Saint Germain, and those administered to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire, and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple wands of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with the ascended master's consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. our decree for the elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing. The great directors of the elemental kingdom, and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental, for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light, awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. So be it, beloved I am. We thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree. I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection right now and forever. I am the presence blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame, continually strike, strike, strike into the heart of all human miscreations, back to the very beginning of time, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms, and in the consciousness of all mankind, to cease to exist forever. Cause, core, fet, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring psyche and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life and light substance from the secret love star. That thy will be done, so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world, right now and forever. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all powerful, then I know that only divine justice can be done everywhere, here and now. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, right now and forever. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am. We thank you. And now, before we say our final decree, let us call to beloved mighty victory. We demand mighty victory's heart flame become a garment about us, become a wall of invincible protection around us, become illumination within us, become all of everything we require to produce victory everywhere, forever. We say together, I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the victory of the light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere, right now and forever. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and doubled each instant of each hour until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am. We thank you. Now, as we end off, we make our call to the secret love star. That tremendous focus of cosmic divine love from the great central sun, shining in the heavens for this 2,000-year period. Supreme light that can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. And by the power of our beloved mighty I am presence, we say to all human creation, all misqualified thoughts, feelings, and actions, you have no power. You have no power. You have no power. Your end has come. By the power of our mighty I am presence, We invoke those pink and golden rays from the secret love star. We command that they go forth, saturating all life on this earth in that substance from the secret love star. That supreme light that clears any and all imperfections, limitations, inharmony of any kind, and fills every cell, atom, and electron of our four earthly bodies with feelings of love and adoration, peace and harmony, feelings of immense gratitude and reverence for life, kindness, tolerance, charity, grace, unity, brotherhood, and goodwill, one holy family. Beloved secret love star, make each and every one of us a living sun of pure divine love, radiating centers of pure unconditional divine love, so we may bless all those we interact with, every place we visit, and whomever we pass by. We send our deepest love and gratitude to the mighty beings of light who maintain and sustain this great focus of love. We are most grateful, and we give our deepest thanks for this, the opportunity of adding our light to these calls. Thank you, beloved I am. Thank you, everybody. Blessings to all. Beloved Jenny King, do you have a screen, and are you able to do the closing invocation?
Yes, I can, John. Wonderful. Thank you. Beloved I am presence, and beloved Master Kuthumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers and of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the Masters. We thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, beloved Jenny. Now we take a moment to express deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our many blessings, and our opportunity to serve the light.